Hey Flosstube, it's Lindy Stitches. It's Friday the 31st of December and this is Flosstube 112. I did have to check. Hello and welcome. I hope you're all doing well and have had a lovely festive break if you've had time off, or at least have had some chance just to relax and recharge. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you're a returning viewer. Nearly forgot to say that. We've had quite a relaxed Christmas break. I finished work on the 22nd, so I've had quite a nice long period off, and I don't go back to work till next Tuesday. It's rather lovely. It's going very fast. We spent Christmas Day with my mum, and then we spent Boxing Day with my in-laws. So lots of writers' games of Uno Flip, and just generally lovely to see everybody and spend some proper time rather than just the hour or so here and there that kind of we have been. Yeah, it's been lovely. It's been really nice. I've had some lovely gifts, lots of time to stitch. I had my booster jab. That knocked me sideways. So I spent Christmas Eve feeling sorry for myself because I went and had it on the 23rd. I'd rather feel rotten for a day than like I was last year with the COVID. So yeah, they were all hubby and I fully boosted. My 16-year-old's had his second jab, which is what he's up. So he's up to date as much as he can be, and we're just counting down the time till the youngest can have hers. Been out and done my food shopping this morning, ready for January. So been a busy morning, plowing through the laundry and all that kind of stuff that you just kind of have to get done. We spent Monday building flat pack. That was busy day all day. So my daughter's had lots of big new desks because she's at high school now, and big new desk and all this kind of stuff, and new cupboards and lots of nice new furniture. My son had another cupboard for his cabinety thing for his drawer unit. There you go, for his room. So yeah, so we've already had one trip to the tip, and we've got to go again and get rid of another small piece of furniture that's really had it. So the one tiny bookcase we got rid of, and it was called a tiny bookcase, we'd had since we got married, and it really had fallen. It was only a chipboard and veneer one. I'm surprised it lasted this long, but it did as well. So we've all had a better good sort out and tidy up, and it's all coming together nicely. So you come for the stitching, so let's jump in. I have been busy stitching, not always to plan, but it is what it is. But I've had a couple of finishes. So first up is you can just about see just on there the triangle tree thing that holds my flamingos that I stitched last year. There's quite a gap at the top, and I decided I wanted to stitch a small flamingo for the top of it. So I used part of this chart here from Just Cross Stitch 2020, designed by Charlotte's Web Needlework. Just checking that, yeah, Charlotte's Web Needlework. This is just a working copy because I didn't want to take the magazine out and about with me. So I just stitched it on the same grey 18 count dots by Zweigart, and I used the same colours. So there we go. Just just the two heads, and I'll just finish it in a little oval. Just with some beads on as well. Yeah, see them there? There you go. So I did a version of this for Heather last year for one of our swaps. So it was just a simple little something or other. Not done too bad. Sockeye is the main colour in the three charts from in the Flamingo series, or whatever it's called, a flamboyance or whatever. And I still not done too bad with the sockeye. It's done me 3.5 charts. My other big finish was Funky Menagerie. I think I finished this just before Christmas. Oh, I've got so many threads to put away. That might be a job for Sunday, I think. This is really creased. I haven't ironed it. Look, it's still got clips and everything on. I should have put something in to put behind it. Right. There we go. You didn't want me to be organised for Flosstube, did you? realise it was quite so creased up. So there we go, Funky Menagerie. So this was Lindy Stitches sale from last year. I did have to restitch this border here, but it's all done now and it's all fine. Oh no, sorry, it wasn't, it was this border here. I restitched all of that bottom border there. And then I've since added the grasshopper, finished the penguin, and the little bird at the bottom too. And I also put in the spider at the top. I wasn't going to, but he's cute, so I decided to go with it. So there we go. Pleased to have this done. So this is stitched on 32 count Rubescents by Chromatic Alchemy. I really am not a pink person, but there was just something about, and it's got a bit of purple in it, this chart, and some orange too. It's really pretty chart fabric, by the way. Let's put that there. So it's actually quite a nice size bit of fabric left. Look. So it's kind of pinky orange, but there we go. I'm really pleased with how it turned out. And I'm just going to try and get a simple either black or dark grey frame, because actually there's not a lot of black in the chart. So the sort of more predominant, the magpie and the fairy wren in the middle are actually in grey, as is the cat. I think it's the $37.99. So there's only tiny bits of black in just the bug up there, the penguin, and a little bit in the fairy wren rather than the robin. Sorry. So I'm thinking a dark grey frame rather than black. And I think the fact that it's had the black, what do you call it, overlocking around it, kind of really makes me think that that would be a good colour for it. So that's that one done. Yay! Ready for finish. So on to whips. What have I been working on? What's in there? That can wait. Oh. And I didn't bring the one in. I still haven't finished Graceful Flower. I have 100 stitches left on it. It will get done today. I've been working on my stocking. This is from the Home for the Holidays book by Blackbird Designs. And I've been doing my Heart is Home, which is the second stocking. So when you last saw it, I think I might have just had those letters in, possibly. I think I might have had, I don't know, it was somewhere up here. I haven't got much done. So by my calculations and my scribbles at the bottom of the chart, got around 400 stitches to go. So there we go. I've never done Flosstube before. So I've still got a tiny bit of four-sided stitch to do in here. The whole roof is in four-sided stitch. Let's just put it. So good progress. This is on a 36 count raw linen by Zweigart. Let's have a think. Oh, Funky Menagerie, called for DMC. This is kind of in the called for. I lied, it's in none of the called for. It's in my conversion that I did for the first one, which I think I had 2 out of 3 of the colours. So I'm using brick, cayenne and baked apple. So brick's what you see in the roof. Cayenne is pretty much everything else. And baked apple is the windows. And baked apple the tree as well. And the tree. So baked apple, yeah, the tree. Brick is, a lot of this border at the top. Or branch or whatever. The rest is cayenne. It was very similar. It's basically a dark, a medium and a light red. Don't actually have them in here. Do I have them? I do. They're still on the sofa. So there we go. So you can just kind of see the difference there. So I'm kind of, there we go. So I'm going for a finish on that tonight. Oh, my other 2 have been new starts. So started Infinite Christmas by Barbara Anna, and I'm using, I must pull some brown up for it. Those are the called for colours, and I'm not keen on the blue tree, so I've gone with Mirkwood and a light and a DMC that's in Mirkwood, which kind of, not in it, but you know, it's the lightest shade in it. So so Barbara Anna Infinite Christmas was a freebie on her website or on her Instagram. So if you go on her Instagram and into her link tree, there's a link for all her freebies. You just go to her Dropbox and you can print it off from there. You don't need a Dropbox to do it. So it's funny, despite the fact I own Barbara Anna charts, Christmas charts that I've paid for, I start the freebie one. You know, here's what it is. This is on 18 count something or other, it from Sparklies. It is belly bronzed. And there we are. Right, we are. Let's put an arrow on, I was confusing myself. I think there's a patch, a couple of the presents that are in the wrong orientation. So I've kind of gotten, I've got the elf shoes to do it, so I need to pull the brown. So I'm going to start on the tree, and I've decided what I'm going to do for the tree is I'm actually going to put beads on it. So I've kept the blue for the presents, but basically if it's supposed to be, so the tree, the main trees there and the little tree there are all going to be in Mirkwood, and I'm actually done. I've done the holly in Mirkwood, and she's done the light green, but never mind. It's fine, it's my chart, it's my conversion, I'm happy. In fact, looking at that, probably won't need the lighter green, it'll just be Mirkwood. But there we go, it's fine, it looks nice, I like it. I know lots of people have done conversions to suit them. So, there we go. That is Sparklies, Barbara Anna's Infinite Christmas. That was fun to work on because it gave me loads of prompts for the daily 30 thing that we did. And I'm back. So, next up is Santacruz, and I'll put a picture of it in here. This is by Long Dog Samplers, and the very talented Jules Line just kind of did an image. Just for like, you know, we wish all our customers a Merry Christmas kind of thing. And it was, everybody was like, oh, we love this, this is fantastic. Please, is it a chart? Is it going to be a chart? Is it going to be a chart? So 2 days later, it was a chart. So I am stitching mine on some colouring cotton. Colouring cotton. Oh, I haven't. I'm going to say it's Cornflower. It's a very old piece that I've had. So there we go. Colouring cotton, and I'm using Sulky. It's at a 32 count. So there we go. I love this. I'm just absolutely loving every minute of stitching on this. So I had, it's not actually the white, it's an off-white Sulky in my stash. So the white is 1071, and then I remember hearing Michelle, Mama Loves You GB, talking about ordering things directly from Sulky. So I went on their website and actually ordered the big spool. So yeah, that's their regular spools, and that's the big one. So although it looks so standard one of the 12 weight has, I can't remember, 46, so 50 yards on one of those, and the 12 weight is, this one is 300 yards. So, and this was like less than £3, so it's fantastic value, and I'm really happy with the coverage. So let me show you again. And it came within 48 hours. I ordered Sulky on the Tuesday night, and I got it the next day. No, I didn't. I ordered it in the evening, and it arrived by lunchtime, you know, with 36 hours later. Fantastic. I also ordered, I'll just put a whole one here, just a couple of other blendables, because the postage was £3, so I was a bit kind of like, I try to understand, because it can't go with those reels, they can't go as large letters in the UK, so it is going to be about that. So I just got 2 of the blendables in the reds just to try, because I haven't got any blendables I don't think I've got any red blendables. I've got greens and things, but I just thought I love my Christmas stitching, and I just thought I'd give those two a go. 4007 and 4042. I'll put them in there. So there we go. So two rather kind of impromptu starts. Kind of thought I might start the Infinite Christmas, but I showed my eldest Santa Quill, and he was just kind of like, I like that. That should stay up all year round. That's very good. He's not that enthusiastic about my stitching because he's a teenage boy. So when he said that, I was kind of like, and I'm on this. And the chart was a ridiculously good value as well. So Santa Quill by Long Dog Samplers. So I'm going to move into plans. Apparently plans does that. Too much cheese. Plans. So obviously when I've done all of okay, I'm going to pick that necessarily now, but you know, that's obviously what I decided. Because I'm going to be doing all of that today, I'm still going to try and get a start on S Ward's A Little Rag. I was graciously loaned the chart a couple of years ago, and I still haven't even started it, and that's terrible when you've been loaned a chart. I think it was a long time of me trying to find the perfect green, and in the end I just went, there isn't the perfect, you can't decide on what the perfect green is. So, and if you're changing it from a red marking sampler to a green, then do you know what, just do what makes you happy. So I have picked, I think I showed you all this before anyway. So I've got a Dinky Dyes and a Silks for You, two pretty greens. I've got a soy silk, and I've also got a Mo Sail silk. So I've got a piece of raw linen by the looks of it. I don't know what count. So I might do the borders in one colour. I might do alphabets, I might pick out letters, but basically that's what it's going to be. So we shall see. I'm annoyed that I don't know what this is. Just having a look. No, I'm going to say it might be 32 count actually. I don't know. It's been done one strandy either which way. So there we go. So I'm going to make a start on that tonight, even if all I get stitched is a couple of the top lines. I may leave off the whole of the outside border because it'll look wonky when I frame it. I can guarantee that. And last but by no means least, my new year, new start is the Gamer Style on Pick Stitch. This was a charity stitch along back in the summer, and I bought the chart at the time, and to be honest, its size terrified me. It's 350 by 80. I have never stitched anything that big. I'm actually saying that though. 380, what's that? So 350 by, so that's 430. Technically Cardinal Points is bigger if we're using the Stitch from Stash rule. But it was, you know, this is pretty solid stitching. So, I mean, I've got coffee on it as well. Don't worry about that. Let me have a quick look. I've only printed off G. So basically the blocks are roughly 8, 9, 10, 11. That's so wide, it's about 11 stitches there. And it's, I think there are like 350 colours in the whole thing. It's all DMC, but wow, it's going to take some doing. I have the colour list for the letter G. 45 colours alone just for G. So it will be fine. And I'm just going to do it. And hubby wanted, I'm doing it on 20 count so I can use one strand, and hubby wanted it on grey. So going 20 count, just slate grey. That's what I can't even speak. Slate grey as Zweigart. I don't think it's slate grey, but it's, you know, dark grey. may be mad for doing that, but at least I've got my mum's lamp to start it with. Okay, done that lot. So if you haven't plans, you've seen my whips. Christmas presents. I asked for stitchy stuff. I said I'd like some stitchy stuff. Insert links to Pete's Lake Needlecraft and to Not Enough Whip Bags, and I wanted a McLaren Formula 1 hoodie. And I banged the table, sorry. I love my McLaren hoodie, even if it's a bit big for me. But I'm super happy. Team Papaya, so I'm all ready now for the 2022 season. So let me whip through what I had, and we have I've got non-stitchy but crafty gifts, and I've also got lots of stitchy things. So non-stitchy stuff. Bless her, Lottie bought me some highlighters for because mine haven't highlighters for highlighting charts, and Mum bought me a whole box of pens for my journal. I had a beautiful notebook and some chocolate and I just have to show this is nothing not even crafty related, but I love it's just a tin of hand cream. How beautiful is that giraffe? And it's all, you know, it's a textured one, so wow, that's a beautiful tin. I'm a sucker for a tin, I really am. And the Christmas planning book. So those were my friends Dawn and Steph, along with some chocolate, and I also have fluffy socks from Steph as well. My mum brought me a Chromatic cording drill thingy, so looking forward to trying to learn to use that. And I also had a big quilting ruler and tripod, which I want because my other tripod gone and it was pretty much coming out flat. So and let's finish off my stitchy advent calendar. So I had finishing pack, Mighty Bright Light, so a bag of trims. There's probably a couple of other, well, there is a couple of other things, and I've started to put things away and I don't know what they were. Beautiful piece of fabric, and that's pretty true actually. It's Picture This Plus, and it's called Demoiselle, and it's a 16 count. It's huge, love it. And I had a little project bag from Sharon. It's got all holly leaves inside, and also a JBW chart. So we're doing an ornament along in Daily 30, so I'm thinking that house might be a very good one to do. My mum, yeah, that's it. And then Sharon also stitched this beautiful pillow for me. Oh, I don't actually know what the chart. I want to ask you what the chart is. Isn't that lovely? And it's in one of these pop-in pillow things, pillow inserty things, which I think are fantastic, and it's covered in bits of all. So I'm very blessed to have such great friends. My mum also brought me some really, really pretty scissors. Quite real advent. I had a pencil case, some more cards, another notebook. It's been a good Christmas for notebooks. More cards and bookmarks, washi tape, planner charms, and some more stickers. So that was a lot of fun to do that. Let's abandon that. And I'm going to put together a little Quai Squirrel stationery giveaway at some point as well. So that was my other advent calendar. So hubby went shopping for me. He knows how much I love my project bags from Sarah, who is Not Enough Whip Bags, who kindly included a rather large piece of 32 count dots as well. Lovely stuff. Me and my Christmas whips. I'm just chucking things on the chair now. And he bought me 3 absolutely gorgeous project bags. So here's my first one. Which just has the stars as a lining. Same as the top. Back. I love Sarah's bags. And then he didn't want them all to be winter ones, so he bought me this beachy one. With a little crab charm. And that's got bubbles inside it. Cute, on the back. And then, because hubby in his currentness is having his gnome phase, or gonk phase, gonk bag, I think it's that, and I'm going to have to transfer my gonk whip to it. So yeah, it's a vinyl fronted one with a pretty glittery, it's actually glittery, I can't see all these glittery stars in the back. Sarah also included, because she's amazing, some little tags, floss drops, and 2 little packets of chenille trim. Oh, light's really blowing out. Sorry, I should put a light on in here. So a lovely turquoisey blue one, which is far bluer than that, and a lovely red and purple. Love those. Okay, and then he bought me some charts. He went shopping on my 1, 2, 3 wish list. Not my 1, 2, 3, rather my Peakside Needlecrafts wish list. And they're all in the bags. I'm not taking them out. So we've got Evergreen from Prairie Schooler. It's just a shame these are all the reprints. That's not his fault. He had no idea that the difference, and you know, this is what Sue can get. But Christmas Tree Farm, Prairie Garden, Prairie Garden 2, Yonder from Yonder by Hello from Liz Matthews. I can't speak. I'm seriously thinking of getting the NPIs for that. I love that. Or maybe a couple of the NPIs anyway. And then some smaller charts. These are all Heart in Hand ones. So we've got a Bird in the Hand Halloween, Bird in the Hand Thanksgiving, oh no, Christmas, and a Bird in the Hand Thanksgiving. And these all come with something embellishments wise. So that one's got a tiny acorn, that one's got beads, you probably saw the chart then, wasn't intentional, and that one's got teeny tiny buttons. So I was very blessed at Christmas. I had lots of wonderful things, so I'm thankful to my friends and to my family for their generous gifts. Oh yeah, 28 minutes. Okie dokie. Right, we're going to do a very quick cross stitcher flip through. Coming up on the channel in 2022, I will do a planner flip through. I'm in the process of putting my planner together for 2022. Yeah, I know it's Christmas Eve. I've got daily 30 things that have kicked off already, and I'm all behind. I haven't finished November's yet. Anyway, so probably will take it to my mum's tomorrow and do it at my mum's. Yeah, so we've got that to do. So there'll be a video of that. I'm going to do my end of year wrap up and my 2022 goals. That's coming out next week, and the planner video will happen as soon as it can after that. So cross stitcher 379. Cover kit was another little needle case. It's a cute theme though. Okay, and there it is. Okay, so this has only just come out. It landed on my doorstep on Christmas Eve, and I think it went in the shops Tuesday. There we go. So I'll have a quick flip through. So Maloka Crafts are in there, and apparently hearts are in. Stitching with Julian is a Stargazer chart. It's just the chart, so I can't show it. Usual willow fabric offer. Their new nature diary. Oh no, it's not. There's light last month in it. So there we go. I'm glad I decided not to stitch these because it's weird. So Yeah. Very similar to previous year, to the 2021 that I'm going to stitch this Karen stitching bit. So, who designed this one? Oh, the monthly series is very patching. So, I quite like this little line patch. This is by Faye Walsh, Winter one. Kind of reminds me of the Historical Sampler Company a bit. It's not 142 by 142, so it's not huge really. I made it into the magazine from the little comment. The question was, we asked our Facebook fans on Facebook, do you customise projects or stick exactly to the original designs? Me. I nearly always change the fabric and sometimes will adapt the colours to fit my decor or if I don't have a particular over-dye floss. French knots nearly always become beads. It just makes stitching more enjoyable that way. Play. Pencil pouch. I've done those before. I don't know who that's by. Maria Diaz. Okay, we've got some cards. I believe Doreen Jones said these were hers. Valentine cards. Yeah, they're Doreen Jones. And then we have the second two in the series, which is those two at the bottom. They've already done the wall. And then it's these two. So what are we? And it's a Doreen Jones as well. They just called it Animal Magic. So. Oh, it's a polar bear. Now I get it. The elephant was obvious, but that's a polar bear. I just worked it out. You know, I get with it occasionally. We've got a mobile. This is cute. Little rainbow block thing. Technical term there, rainbow block thing. That's Doreen Jones as well. So it's pretty. And then to go with your cover kit, there's a whole set of Biscornu and this is a fob too, if you wanted. Personally, I would do it on blue fabric and not stitch all that blue. Life's too short. The letter library is Tea Time. Obviously it's got the numbers and various style teapots and cups. Perfect party dress. And that is by Sharon McKinnon. Wouldn't have called that. Okay, I actually really love this design. Let me see, there's a bigger picture. Yeah, I'm going with that one. I love this. I actually think it's really, really pretty with the Blackbird. That's by Amanda Butler. I think it's just lovely that it's a Blackbird. You so often see in winter scenes, it's always robins and maybe blue tits. And I just think it's lovely that it's a different bird. And actually, most of the house and everything in the background is half stitch and it's done on. Okay, they've kind of done it on they've done it on an overdyed. I'm assuming it's a fabric flare, to be honest. Yeah, fabric flare, dreaming of sky. We've got the stitch challenge, which is Valentine's cards, and near the end, Stitcher Spotlight. It's the bookmark. I might have the corner one as well. I don't know. I haven't got that far. No, they haven't. So it's just the bookmark. And then they've got a little bonus chart, which is there for the Grimm's Fairy Tales sale. It's just the completed picture. It's not the full amount of charts. So it's just the only chart is for this one here, and not that just shows you what the full design looked like. And coming next month, yeah, so now an Irish Blessing and a card cover kit. There we go. So that's cross stitch 379. February 2022. So that brings me to the end of my Flosstube for today. I hope you've all had a lovely Christmas and are looking forward to getting lots of stitching in 2022. As I said, of my plans, I haven't really got plans for next year. I'm just going to roll along with whatever Daily 30 throws up. Which, to be honest, considering I'm an admin, probably should know. But we just kind of, we don't plan more than a couple, other than our yearly. Expertly planned, created by Jaffe, and we're having an ornament along. Other than that, we'll just see what happens. That's kind of how it rolls in Daily 30. So my immediate plans, to be honest, probably going to carry on working on Santacruz for a bit. Finish those 2 projects. I'm going to start the Gamer Cell. I have done Whipgo board, and my Gamer Cell was actually called, and it fits some Daily 30 prompts for next week. So I'm thinking I'm going to try and get I'm going to try and actually get 7 days on it. So, but I'll share more about my Whipgo and goals and plans and stuff next week. So, have a happy new year, friends. Stay safe, and I will see you all next year. Take care. Happy stitching. Bye bye.